just a few minutes ago. Spencer Arrighetti going on the injured list with elbow inflammation. Arrighetti was lined up to start in the Rangers.
What if I told you that a game could swing from absolute despair to a dramatic, nail-biting victory, all fueled by unexpected heroes and explosive hitting? Get ready, baseball extra fans, because tonight we witnessed a baseball saga that had it all. All right, baseball extra viewers, buckle up because this one was a roller coaster from start to finish. The tension was palpable even before the first pitch, with some unsettling news hitting the Houston Astros camp. Just moments before the game began, we learned that Spencer Arrighetti, who was slated to start the crucial Rangers series on Friday, has been sidelined with elbow inflammation. A tough blow, for sure, putting added pressure on the pitching rotation. Stepping onto the mound for the Astros tonight was Jason Alexander. He's been a reliable arm, coming in with a 4.61 ERA across 13 appearances, including 8 starts, logging 54 and 2/3 innings. He's given up 55 hits, walked 20, and punched out 46 batters. And he started this game with a statement. We saw Alexander face Trent Grisham, starting him off with a couple of crafty changeups after a 2-1 count. That's his bread and butter, folks, and he absolutely toasted Grisham. The vintage changeup was hitting 243, and then bam! Strike 3, called at the knees on the outside corner with a wicked sweeper. He backdoored it beautifully, and the side was retired. Alexander struck out 2, worked around a walk, and showed some real grit early on. This kind of pitching performance is what separates the contenders. Now, let's talk about the other side. Will Warren was on the mound for the Yankees, making his 29th start of the year. That in itself is a testament to his durability. The guy posts up, he's been there all season, and his numbers have really grounded into form. The Yankees have won 16 times when he's taken the mound, which is 5th most in the American League and 10th most across all of Major League Baseball. That's a serious stat for a starting pitcher, showcasing his impact. The Yankees' offense started strong. Jordan was back in the lineup after a scheduled night off, facing Max Fried. He wasted no time, hitting a hard shot to right field for a base hit. Jordan Alvarez, after his day off, picked up right where he left off, getting on base for the 14th time in 26 plate appearances. Carlos Correa, playing in his 122nd game overall and 30th in an Astros uniform, unfortunately, couldn't check his swing on a high fastball, resulting in a strikeout. Will Warren, looking pretty efficient in that first inning. But then, the fireworks began. Giancarlo Stanton, who has really refined his hitting this season by focusing on the bottom third of the ball, exactly what the Yankees want, got a hold of one. This approach gives him more lift on those high exit velocity balls. And boy, did he ever drive one. Oh my goodness, baseball extra fans, it was a mammoth blast. He might have broken a window. The Yankees took a 1-0 lead. The Crawford boxes? Those are just flyover country for Stanton. He sent it up and over the choo-choo train, over the glass, for his 18th home run and 47th RBI. He definitely hit the bottom third of that ball. This was the second game of a 3-game set, part of a brutal 12-game gauntlet against all playoff teams. Every game is critical. Warren continued to impress, striking out another batter looking, his second of the game. He really catches so many hitters by surprise with that fastball, dotting the corner beautifully. What a pitch. He was staying aggressive, notching his 3rd strikeout, his second looking. He went 1-2-3 in the 3rd, and the Yankees scored first, which is usually a good sign, as they have 56 wins when they put up the first runs. Then, Ben Rice stepped up and delivered a base hit to right field. He's the kind of hitter who's always going to make hard contact. And Austin Wells, looking at his last 23 games, has been a 300 hitter. He hit one deep to left field, and Alvarez gave it a look, but it was over the wall. An 8-2 run blast into the first row, just over the Crawford boxes. The Yankees exploded to a 3-0 lead. What an excellent at-bat from Austin Wells, epitomizing exactly what we talk about. Not chasing pitches out of the zone, running the count deep to 3-2, getting a pitch he could handle and drive, and introducing himself to the Crawford boxes in style. The Astros finally responded. Diaz took a first-pitch swing, and look what happened to a bullet into the gap. The Astros' first-pitch swing of the night, and it paid off. We've been touting the success of first-pitch swings against Warren, and the first one they get is a double. All of a sudden, they were 2 for 2 on first pitches to right field. This was held at third as that ball scooted past Jazz Chisholm, and the Astros had runners on first and third with one out. Ramon Vasquez came to bat with runners on the corners. He went after the first pitch and skied one to deep center field, plenty deep enough to score the run. Grisham made the catch, and that was the 10th sacrifice fly of the year for Ramon, who now leads the American League in that category. His first as an Astro, and it made the game 3-1. Austin Wells was having a monster night, with 2 homers and a double. He ripped another one into left field, and Alvarez played it off the high wall. Wells hustled for 2, making it to second, while Rice, who read the ball perfectly off the bat, moved to third. Big night for Wells. He was 3 for 3. Another sac fly, this time by Grisham to center field, pushed the Yankees' lead to 4-1. But the Astros were not out of it. Jeremy Pena led things off. After the Astros scored a run with 2 hits and a sac fly, Pena absolutely drilled one high and deep. A momentous swing. It was Pena's 15th home run of the year, making it a 4-2 game. A leadoff bomb from Jeremy Pena, who was really having himself a homestand. Then Yordan Alvarez sent one to left. Giancarlo Stanton watched it go over his head and over the wall. Yordan was 3 for 3, strolling into second with a beautiful piece of hitting. The Astros were getting to a warrant by being more aggressive early in the count. This one scooted past Austin Wells, and Yordan Alvarez took advantage, moving to third base. Then, on a ground ball, Yordan came home. McMahon was there, and his throw to first was almost thrown away by Ben Rice. McMahon and Austin Wells chatted about whether he should have come home, but it was an RBI ground out for Altuve. Altuve, seeing several fastballs over the plate, should have had it timed up. And then, ball 4. Yordan was coming to bat with the tying run on second and the go-ahead run on first. And there it was, a line drive to left field for a base hit. Here came the throw, and the Astros tied it up. Yordan was now an incredible 4 for 4. Well played, my friend. The game was tied, and the tension was immense. Bellinger made a long run to right center field at the 370 mark and made the catch on the track. Cody Bellinger saved some serious bacon right there. Since that outing, including the loss to the Astros, he'd gone 8 1/3 innings, only giving up 1 earned run and striking out 20. Correa then hit a line drive base hit down the right field line, heading to second for a double. The Astros had the go-ahead run on in the bottom of the 8th. What a way to get things going. Correa took that fastball away and went with it perfectly. Then, a pitch just off the plate, ball 4. The bases were loaded on a great take by Walker on a close pitch. Now, it was all up to the guy playing his first game since August 20th, Taylor. Bases loaded, and the Astros took their first lead, 5-4. The Yankees' Devin Williams had some words for Walsh on his way out and was ejected. He was leaving the game anyway, so he clearly didn't care. Aaron Boone, after the pitching change, went over and continued to let home plate umpire Brian Walsh know how he felt about that strike zone. That was ejection number 6 on the year for Aaron Boone, and the 45th of his career. And the Astros weren't done. Jeremy Pena delivered a line drive base hit, and 1 run scored. Walker held at third. It was a 2-run lead. The Astros were piling on. Yordan Alvarez was on fire, even having a chance at a 5-hit game, something he'd never achieved in his career. A ball was called here, making it 7-4 Astros. Camilo Doval didn't know why it was called a ball, and neither did Brad Ausmus. It was a 3-run lead. Then, the ball bounced away. It was going to be an 8-4 lead. Here came Trammell. The Astros scored the last 2 runs on a balk and a wild pitch. It was now 8-4. On the mound for the Yankees was the closer, with Hader out, Brian Brady. But McMahon got a base hit. McMahon was certainly part of the silver linings of tonight's game as he started to swing the bat, a welcome sight for the Yankees. Aaron Judge had to guard against that slider. The 2-2 pitch was ripped into right center field for a base hit. Trammell cut the ball off in the gap, and McMahon moved to third. Judge, with the single, kept the game alive. The Yankees needed 1 more base runner to bring up the tying run. Bellinger, 0 for 3 with a walk, then drove 1 deep to right field. Sanchez went back on the track at the wall. He leaps. See ya. A 3-run home run for Bellinger, and the Yankees were still alive. They were down by just 1 run. A blast and a blast worked too. That was part 1, a great at-bat for Bellinger. Then came Chisholm, and one more time, The Yankees were down to their final strike. Third strike. Chisholm thought it was just off the plate. He had a big argument with Brian Walsh before he left the field. But in the end, the Astros held on to win it 8-7. They picked up a crucial game on both Seattle and Texas. A big win tonight for the Houston Astros. A truly memorable game-winning rally. Call to action. If you love this deep dive into an incredible game, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Baseball Extra for more exclusive baseball analysis and highlights.